Hi you guys, so today we're looking at squash and we're looking specifically at powdery mildew. I've had a lot of questions about this year. Look at all that in there. It's horrible, isn't it? What is it? How can I get rid of it? Why is it happening? So let's talk about it. Alright, so powdery mildew is just that, it's mildew. And why does it happen? Well, it happens because the leaves are getting wetter from something, either from sprinkling or humidity. There's not enough airflow, right? So that's why it tends to be on these inner leaves to dry out. So think about it like in your shower. How do you get powdery mildew in your shower? So what I do is I remove the leaves. Can you treat it? Yeah, you can try to treat it. So you can spray it with neem oil. That works sometimes. Some people spray it with milk for some reason. They think that that will help. I personally have never had success in treating powdery mildew. I get it every year, and what do? I cut it out, and then I throw the leaves away. I do not compost them because it is contagious. Look how much is on that, and it's killing the leaf. It will go from bush to bush to bush, and it will fly through the air and land on other plants that are in the similar family, same family, like cucumbers, and infect them. So I just try to get rid of it. But the bummer about it, and you can see it, let's see up here, get in here a little bit, is it grows on the stalk itself. And that's a total bummer. But it doesn't seem to affect the flowers or the fruit. So what do? Cut it out, burn the leaves, or hold them someplace else and get rid of them when I can, right? It's the summertime, so we're not going to be doing a lot of burning. But I don't want to compost it because I don't want this in the dirt. So, powdery mildew, it happens. It's from not being able to get enough air in there, and that's why we like to thin out. Remember how earlier in the season we cut back some of these leaves and we let the airflow in so we could allow the plant to dry out, except we did not do this plant. This plant happens to be at the front of my house, and it is a volunteer that came from seeds I had last year here. So I don't treat, other than cutting out these bad leaves. So I'm going to take a step back here, look at what I need to trim, then I'm going to trim it all up, and then we'll come back and take a look. So we got deep into these plants. I actually ended up pulling out a couple plants, and I'm going to show you that some of these, especially these smaller ones, the whole little guy here pretty much is infected. It's deep inside here, and you know what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna pull them. It's painful to do, but get rid of them if you can. Just be careful when you pull them. Like these, like I said, these are all volunteers, so they just started in between these rock crevices, so when you pull one, sometimes you can accidentally pull another. But look, I mean, that's not even worth saving. So don't be afraid to pull. You got to pull some, you know, to save the ones that are actually fruiting. So I'll get back to it. Oof, look at all that, you guys. Arr. All right, so check it out. All trimmed up. That whole area in there was full, if you remember, and now I've got it pretty much cleared out. This is all the junk that's left over, and these are, I don't know what, 5, 6, 3, 4 good size, and then several small patty pans, but they're all good and edible. So of course this will take over this whole area again pretty shortly. And I do have some that still have a little spots on them, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to leave it as is. So really, that's how I take care of powdery mildew. I just cut it out. Cut it out, take that stuff, put it aside somewhere by itself, and then I will burn it in the fall. So there you have it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.